Next lesson is the social institution. Social institution. These are the set of norms that help in the survival of the society. It gives stability to the society. Due to the social institutions, there is a less conflict and chores in overall functioning. First is the marriage. Marriage has been a man-made institution and approved social pattern whereby two or more persons establish family. The purpose of marriage are to satisfy physical and sexual needs, to have a legitimate family and a legitimate children, for companionship and emotional support, for financial and security support, to conform to social obligations and social acceptations. It is also a process of progeny, progeny and procreation to ensure that the human race survives. Marriage, purpose of the marriage. The Indian law prescribes 18 years of the age for the girls and 21 years of age for boys to be eligible for marriage. Child marriage are illegal, though widely practiced in several parts of the country. Next are the characteristics of marriage. It's a social obligation. Establish relations, lifetime bond, and rights and duties. A universal institution. So these are the characteristics of marriage. Next is the forms of marriage. First is the incest. It is a taboo form of a marriage wherein sexual relations are not permitted within the members of the society. For example, brothers and sisters cannot marry each other. First type is the incest. Second is the monogamy. So in monogamy, it is a kind of a marriage where the ratio of the partner is 1:1 and it is generally practiced all over the world. The said monogamy is further classified into serial monogamy and non-serial monogamy. Serial monogamy means a relationship or the marriage may end due to the divorce and the marriage may decide and the partner may decide to remarry. Even the widows and widowers make a part of this type of a marriage. And in non-serial monogamy, in this case the marriage lasts a lifetime and the person does not remarry in the event of the death. These are the types of the monogamy: serial monogamy, non-serial monogamy. Third is the polygamy. Polygamy. It is a form of a marriage under the number of the partner is more than 1 is to under than more than 1 means 1:1 is not the ratio in the polygamy. Polygamy is further divided into 3: polygyny, soral polygamy and non-soral polygamy. So what is polygyny? Here the one male marries more than one females. This was a problem in the ancient times during the wars when the number of females were more than men. Islam permits polygamy. So here first is the polygyny. Then the soral polygamy. Soral polygamy means when a person marries more than one females and if both the females are sisters, it is known as soral polygamy. Means if the women have the relation between them like sisters, then it is soral polygamy. And when there is a no relation, while in the case of the non-soral wives, the females are completely unrelated to each other, it is non-soral polygamy. So these are the three types of the polygamy. Fourth is the polyandry. In this form of the marriage, one female marries more than one man. It is observed that this culture is generally observed in todas and kotas in the southern part of the India. So polyandry is divided into two types: fraternal polyandry and non-fraternal polyandry. Fraternal polyandry means in this case a woman marries more than one man and those men are the brothers, then it is called fraternal polyandry. And when the men are not related to each other, it is said the marriage is the non-fraternal polyandry. Fifth is the endogamy and exogamy. Endogamy means is a marriage where the life partner has to be selected from the group within the group. Example: same religion, caste, race, creed, etc. A Brahman marries a Brahman only. This is the example. So it is the endogamy. And in exogamy, the individual cannot marry within the group from the group members only. Means here you have to compulsory marry from out of the group. It is called exogamy. Fifth is endogamy and exogamy. Sixth is the cross and parallel cousin marriage. Cross cousin marriage. means the marriage between the father sister and his children or between the maternal brothers and sisters are known as cross cousin marriage. Next is the parallel cousin marriage. So marriage takes place between the father's brothers and mother's sisters is called parallel cousin marriage. And the seventh type of the marriage is the tribal marriage form. So tribal have a different culture than marriage and can be conducted in several manners. For example, marriage by trial. The groom has to prove that he is strong and capable enough to capable to marry. Even Ramayana and Mahabharata have instances of Swayambar. This is the marriage by trial. Second is the purge. The groom has to be purged by the family of the bride and therefore the marriage takes place. Probation marriage. The man is allowed to live in a woman's house and only if they are compatible with each other marriage takes place. Marriage by consent. There is a mutual consent between both the family and only then the marriage is allowed. And marriage by intuition. In case the girl has taken a liking for a boy, she may enter the house forcefully and take up the menial jobs. If she successfully sustains the insults of the family, she can marry the boy. So these are the forms of tribal marriage forms. Then the manners are marriage by trial, purge, probation marriage, marriage by consent, marriage by intuition. And the sixth is the exchange. The brides may be exchanged between the families. So here we have the forms of marriage. Next is the family. A family is a group of people born with social system. A family is generally divided into two forms: joint family, nuclear family. Joint means it is a family where two or more families live together and share family responsibilities. Elders and the children take care of jointly. Nuclear family, a family of parents and children which is restricted to the two generations. It is called nuclear family. Next is the kinship. The relationship between the members of the same family is called kinship, and in kinship there are two types: affinal and consanguineous. Affinal means it includes the relations that result from marital relationships between a husband and a wife. Such kinship arises out of a marriage. And consanguineous means this kinship is regarding parents, children, be it adopted or biological. The wife's husband is accepted as the father of the child.